Greetings Gaming Universe, my name is RetroDave and welcome back to RetroDave's Retro Vlogs. Now, I'd like to start with an apology. I haven't actually uploaded many videos in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I went on holiday, I went to a wedding, and when I came back I had no material, so I recorded my vlog and I put that up last week. That went great. I've spent the whole of yesterday and today recording a shit ton of stuff, so I've got loads of stuff now to give you. I just need to edit it and then upload it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my setup, and I'm going to tell to you about some of the aims that I have for my channel and where my channel's at. And then you can understand maybe a little more about what I'm doing and why I'm here. So my channel, I'm doing this as a hobby. I started about 3 months ago. I've only been doing it for 3 months and I'm learning on my feet as I go. I've learnt so much in the last 3 months just about how to make videos, and I've had so many setbacks already, and each time I have a setback I think, oh, what am I doing this for? And then, you know, I'll think, oh well, I'm doing this for fun and I'm enjoying it, and that's why I'm doing it. And I've just gotten back into recording again as of yesterday, computer games that I'm playing. I've still currently only got Prince of Persia and Zelda content, but I am going to be doing some Donkey Kong. However, I had an hour and a half's worth of Donkey Kong gameplay recorded, but that was my most recent setback. There was a difference in the frame rate between me recording my face so that I could put it in the top corner of the screen and my gameplay record, so they didn't marry up. I had no content to go with at that point, so when I had that setback I was like, well, I have nothing to fall back on. That's where I am at the moment. What I want to do now is just talk about where I'm going. So I'm treating this as a hobby, but it has kind of consumed my life. I work shifts 3 days on and 3 days off, so I get 50% of my time off to devote to this. But I mean, already my friends are complaining that they don't see me so often because I'm constantly recording. So yeah, my aim hopefully is to make this a part of my life going forward, just because, I mean, I've already made collecting retro games a part of my life going forward. Now I'm hoping that I can add this YouTube channel to that part of me, and it'll be a great hobby and I'll enjoy it. I've already made friends with people online through my channel, you know, and I've had people get in contact with me about it, and you know, it's great. Over the last 3 months I have gathered together the tools that I need in order to create this experience that I'm creating for myself. So the first thing that I want to show you that I have collected is my setup itself as a whole. So I'm just going to grab the webcam and just pull it around. Okay, there we are. Hi, yeah. Do you like my t-shirt, by the way? It's Donkey Kong themed. So my setup as a whole, I don't have a large HD TV. I've got a little HD TV up there, but up here eventually the next thing to get is a big TV. If I step back so you can see, the next thing to get is on that wall just up there, a big HD TV just there, just up there, to go with. This is my setup, my computer, my microphone. There's my PC, actually, the unit there. It glows, isn't it cool? I fucking love this thing. It's gorgeous. If I push the button here, the front lights up as well. And there's so I've got a space for whatever console I'm using at the moment. Games console there with. This is primarily the TV that I use because it's small and it's not distorted and it's really close to my chair. I can just sort of watch and play. And then I've got a secondary TV and the tertiary TV. I actually have a splitter here. Now this is a 4-way splitter. Let's move that for a sec. 4-way splitter. So this is the input from the computer games console, and then I can split this 4 ways. So I can go to 4 TVs if I want. I can also use the aerial wire that comes out the back of the SNES, I can't remember the name of it, as a 5th TV if I wanted. But what this allows me to do, this splitter allows me to use this Now this, if I just unlink it for a second, this is the games capture card that I've been using. Elgato games capture card. It is brilliant. It's HD, and it records my gameplay. It is fantastic. If anybody wants to record gameplay, live stream their gameplay online, or do anything like that, I would recommend this one over all other games capture cards. It's just the best. There's actually an updated version, the 60 Plus. The reason why I don't use that is because that doesn't actually support retro games in the same way as this does. This is the older version, but it's what I need, and it works brilliantly. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I'll plug it back in later. You can see the tangled mess of wires that I've got there. I'm gonna turn everything. I keep it turned off when I'm not using it, so you can see some of my games, my retro game stuff down there. There's the Nintendo scope there, just sat tucked behind my computer. You've already seen all of my many games and consoles that I keep in all these tubs. And my lovely display. I wish I had a bigger shelf so I could put more on the display, but in all honesty, aside from loads of SNES games and loads of PS2 games, I don't have enough to really fill it at the moment. I've got lots and lots, but mostly SNES and PS2. I don't have nearly enough Sega Mega Drive games as I would like. I don't have nearly enough Nintendo games as I would like, but I mean that's my collection. This setup itself took me weeks and months to figure it out. When I first started, I didn't have any of this. I had a this is a HD screen. I had a much crappier screen. It's small enough to fit in this alcove here. I've got my light that keeps my face bright. That's the newest edition. Let's just move it away. So yeah, let's tuck it behind there. Yeah, that's the newest edition, my light. Moving back to my PC. So inside my PC, you can't really see very well, but there's a couple of RAM sticks you can see there. Those I got quite recently. That improved the speed from 8 gig to 16 gig. That's brilliant. Those are really easy to insert. You just slot them in. You got to do it right, and you got to get the right shape of RAM stick, but I mean that's not too difficult to do. I've got a sound card and a graphics card in there. You can't really see it too well, but they sort of overlap. You can see there's them two sticking out. They allow me to play my games and record them. Really, without that, it would just have integrated graphics. As you can see, I bought a base shell of a computer and added to it. The reason why I did this is because I really don't have the money to buy expensive gaming computers, Alienware, stuff like that. So what you do is you buy a cheaper shell of a computer and then just add to it by buying other stuff that you need on eBay, and it works fine, and it really does the job. It's got a terabyte hard drive in there. There's literally nothing more I would need. I am filling up the hard drive slowly with stuff because recording videos does take up a lot of space on the hard drive. But you know, one of the next things that I will be investing in is an external hard drive, maybe a 2 terabyte external hard drive, just so that, you know, once I'm done with some footage, I can just dump it onto the external hard drive and store it in case I need it later. My headphones are really cheap. Stuff I bought off eBay. They do the job. I don't actually use this microphone. I use a very expensive microphone. So this one isn't knockoff. This is probably the most high-tech thing that I own. Definitely not the most expensive thing that I own in terms of my setup, but certainly the most high-tech. It was £90, the Blue Yeti microphone. Brilliant microphone, perfect for what I need. Delivers absolutely fantastic sound every time. I've had problems with webcams, and I've had problems with my camera, and I've had problems with everything else. I've had so many setbacks, but the one thing that's been utterly, utterly reliable is this. Just fantastic. I haven't really bought I went through a stage of buying so many games about a year ago. You know, that the majority of my games were bought last year or before. In the last year, I've just been buying stuff for my YouTube channel. So my computer, my Blue Yeti microphone, my monitor, all of the little other gadgets like the games capture card that I needed and the splitter. And now that I've got to a point where I feel like, having learnt what I've learnt over the past 3 months, I am sure that I will be able to continue, you know, this indefinitely, which is something that I see as my end goal, just as having a hobby on the side of working and getting a house and, you know, living my life. I can have this YouTube channel as my little project. That's all I wanted to say. Again, sorry it's been so long since my last video, and sorry it was so long before that. I've had a lot on, and then I've found it very hard to get going again. But hopefully you'll see very soon some more new games coming up. I'm going to get on recording some Donkey Kong, and then maybe I'll move on to maybe some PS1 games. I like PS1 games, so I'm going to throw in maybe a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid or Rayman or something. I haven't yet decided. Put in the description below what you would like me to play, and I'll play it for you. If it's a SNES game, I should own it. If it's a PS1 game, I might have to source it, but they're not expensive. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I've been RetroDave, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.